to allow people into our country who are truly, there are evil people. We're all people of religion, but there are evil people, and we have to confront that. I just give my love and hope to the family of the young woman who was stabbed this morning or last night in Charlotte by a madman, a lunatic, just got up and started. It's right on the tape, not really watchable because it's so horrible, but just viciously stabbed. She's just sitting there. So they're evil people. We have to be able to handle that. If we don't handle that, we don't have a country. And I created the first ever Department of Justice task force to eradicate anti-Christian bias. And for those people that are a little bit naive or not well read, there is a tremendous anti-Christian bias. We don't hear about it. We don't think about it. You hear about anti-Semitic, but you don't hear about anti-Christian. Now, you have a strong anti-Christian bias, but we're ending that rapidly. I will tell you, it's a whole. We're in a much different world today than we were 1 year ago. This is like a different world. And to support parents' rights, we're fighting, as you know, for school choice, which most people want. Most people want it. I'll tell you. Dan was responsible for getting it along with the governor of Texas. They got it in Texas, and we helped you a little bit. They needed about 20 votes from the legislature. He said, could you make a phone call to whoever they were, the legislators, who I like a lot. But they were about 20 votes short, and they have been for about 10 years. I said, all right, let's give it a shot. So I gave a big talk to who were they, senators?
They were House members, but you also helped us defeat about 15 anti-school choice people.
That's right. We defeated a lot of anti-school choice. But anyway, he got it done. So congratulations. That was a big accomplishment. But as part of our tax cuts, we've created a massive tax credit for school choice scholarships so that you can send your child to a school that shares your values, and you get tax credits and all sorts of good things happening. And I'm also taking action against anti-Semitic and anti-Christian bias in our institutions of higher learning. You've been watching that play out. They're making very substantial settlements. And Leo's involved, and Pam Bondi's involved. We've launched. You know, we're getting hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements, Pam, and Leo called me up, sir, you can do better than that. I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to get one way he really likes it. But he always says, everyone else says, that's amazing. Except for Leo. He says, sir, you could have gotten more. Oh, good. Thanks, Leo. But we've launched sweeping civil rights and Title IX investigations into more than 60 colleges going on currently, and universities to stop their violations of civil liberties and First Amendment freedoms. And, you know, we're involved very much in Harvard. That's one that people seem to be reading about more than others. We have many going. And other than having a radical left judge, we have a very radical left judge. But, you know, the appellate courts have been really good to us. So you go before some of these judges, no matter how good a case you have, you can't win. But we've had a lot of them, but we've done very well in at the appellate level. And the case of Harvard, we have an absolute radical left judge, disgraceful, should not even be there. But we're doing very well with Harvard, and we're doing very well with all of them. And where we don't win at the lower courts, which sometimes we do, in some states we get a very fair shake. In other states it's not even possible. But we've done very well at the appellate level and at the United States Supreme Court. But this includes an unprecedented $200 million payment from Columbia University. Columbia paid us $200 million essentially in fines and penalties. But many more settlements are soon to follow. And they're going to be behaving because they understand we're coming back. They would not let you have your voice. They wouldn't let the people in this room, any of them, have the voice, because that's not the voice they wanted to hear from. They wanted to hear from a very sinister voice, and we're not going to allow that. In recent years, we've seen far too many violent attacks perpetrated against Americans of faith, beautiful Americans of faith, including in our schools and places of worship. And you know about it more than I do. 2 weeks ago in Minneapolis, a demonic killer shot 21 people and murdered the two precious children at a Catholic school. Can you believe that? Hard to believe. And time goes by, and people say, oh, I sort of remembered, but I